Hi, buddy, Jeff here. Getting in the parked car. A lot of these videos are kind of done in different situations. I'm going off to breakfast, and maybe I'll do some videos over there too. And then in the music store, maybe I'll do some videos there too. In fact, yeah, I've been doing them. I want to bring up again. I keep having to say regularly that it is not a good idea to use the word localization for translation in the language industry. And a lot of people don't agree with me, and that's okay. But I see a lot of people complaining regularly when they say what they do, that they are not understood by most human beings when they have to try to sell the products and sell the services, right? And the reason why, and again it happened just a couple days ago, I was somewhere at a restaurant or something, and someone said the word localization. Somebody in the restaurant or something. And you know what it was about? It was about locating where they were, or something they were trying to locate something. And what it was, because the word localization can mean the concept of geolocalization, okay? It's what it is. And geolocalization, what do you want to call this? This is what people think of. And was it in French or was it in English? I can't even remember. Probably in French. But the concept exists. It's for a different field, right? And people say, well, translation is different localization. Well, no, it's not. It's just another type of it. And I've never had problems, never had problems selling at enterprise level really expensive solutions, saying that this is just software translation, or this is website translation, or this is cultural translations, or this is cross-cultural translations, or this is something translation, or this is something authoring. Everybody understands what that is. But once you start getting to use the word local, and no, I will use the word localization for the geeks, right? For the people in the know. If they use the word localization, then I'll use the word localization. If they don't use the word localization, then I don't use the word localization. It's as simple as that, okay? And I think that really one of the reasons why we're not good at, and I keep saying we really have issues in selling to customers and selling big, and all breaking that $1 billion barrier, is because we just can't simplify things, folks, and make it easy to understand. We got to think that we've got to communicate it in the way we want to communicate it, and everybody else in the world's got to understand what we say to how to communicate it, right? Well, that's not how it always works, right? So the whole thing, communication, is communicating in the way that your audience understands what you're saying, not that your audience has to understand what you are wanting to say, okay? And this is a key to selling more. And so really, I can encourage us to really think about this and to consider that localization, despite its technical validity, is not always going to be the best term to use for newbies, or for people that are not in the know, or for people that you're trying in marketing departments and stuff. Yeah, if you go into, like, if you're talking with development managers, software development managers that want to do with localization of their software, yeah, use the word software localization. That'd go. But websites and stuff, those folks, kind of, my experience is that the word, once you use the localization, it's the first time they ever heard it. Not the time to do that. Translation works, folks. Authoring and translation work. You don't have to say technical authoring. Just call it, whatever, international communication, whatever. But simplify it. It makes life easier for people to be able to understand what you're saying and to communicate it. Now, I know some people will not agree with me. That's okay. But I just look at how do people sell? And, how are the big players communicating this. What do they say? And, just look at their websites, and are they saying localization in every single corner? Probably not. They might say it for the software stuff, but they're not going to be using it for cultural stuff and this stuff. I doubt it. I seriously doubt it, because it's just way too sounds too techy, sounds too geeky, folks. We need to get out of this geekiness, this geeky feeling, that we have a cool thing that's different, And again, I remember, and I've said this at least once or twice before, I remember being in southern France, off in some little town or something, and they had a recruitment agency, this little teeny recruitment agency in this little town, and they were looking for translators, and who they were grouped with? The secretaries and the bilingual assistants. That's what it was grouped with. And that made me think, how do people think? How does the audience and the buyer's world think about what the jobs are? Now, I'm not saying that that's good. I'm just saying that's what you got to use to be able to figure out how to sell things to them, how to pitch it. And the way to pitch it is probably to make it so that you identify with what they understand. So that's my tip of the day while I'm in the car. Car's heating up so I can go to have breakfast. Have a good day.